Hello and welcome to Glimmer of Genius, episode 38. This is a podcast all about Magic the Gathering, bringing you the latest happenings in the MTG community, from news to tournament reports, deck ideas to MTG finance. We are Glimmer of Genius. If you want to learn more about the show, then check us out on Facebook at Glimmer of Genius with capital G's. Leave a comment or a question for the show, become part of the conversation. My name's Luke and I make YouTube videos. On the line with me is level 2 Judge Grant and MTG trader Simon. How are you guys doing?
Couple of G's. So I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Good to hear it, Simon. Good to hear it. So I want to kick things off straight away. We've got a few things we're going to chat about this episode. The main one will be MagicFest. And
London Shitfest.
Yeah, which we will dive straight into. But we're also going to chat a little bit about the fun and diverse format that is standard at the moment. And Grant also has, hopefully, a little bit of spicy, fun goodness for Modern as well, because let's not forget that Modern is still a thing. Yeah. Even though at the moment with Arena, it does feel all about standard, which is no bad thing. But yeah, let's.
But there's that new Modern product coming this month that we haven't talked about yet. No, we talked about it last week.
You mentioned it because this was news to me, and you didn't talk about it. So, is there anything new on that?
No, but it's probably going to be shit after the recent announcement.
So you're not holding out much hope, are you?
No, I am. I think it'd be good.
Okay. Do you reckon they're going to do what Challenger decks, the style they did the Challenger decks for standard?
I hope so. I think that'd be quite cool. I like, not just because they've done it as a one-off with that Spirit Token deck, and that was quite cool. But it was just a one-off deck, so it's like we don't want everyone playing black white tokens.
Yeah, if they did like 4, I was talking to someone who worked on it who told me I didn't know about this either until today. And we thought, okay, one of them can be Burn, one of them could be some sort of cheap version of Tron, maybe. You know, there's loads of different options. I'm quite excited to hear what they choose.
Wizards have quite specifically said they're looking at new ways of printing modern staples without doing modern masters. So this would be
it's really good.
An ideal opportunity, really, wouldn't it?
Really good idea for lots of different reasons.
So I have hopes. I'm not a modern player. I don't. It's not my format, but yeah, I have hopes for others.
You say, I like how you say it's not my format, as if there is a constructed format that is your format.
Standard is currently my format because I'm playing Arena, so I'm playing. It's really not proper standard, but I'm still playing a lot of 60-card constructed Magic without a sideboard.
Oh, without a sideboard.
Best of 3, 2 different decks. Woo, let's go.
Is that a thing now?
That's from Magic Arena Fest.
This is a Hearthstone tournament. What's going on?
I swear we discussed this last week.
I didn't know that was a format on Arena. I thought this was just.
No, it's not a format on Arena. No, I was winding you up.
Okay, good. It's like, please.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, don't. Okay, so before we trigger me any more than is necessary, let's talk. Simon, what's going on with GP Shitfest? #GP.
GP Shitfest.
Yeah.
So I didn't think they'll be stupid enough to do it. I really didn't. Schedules were being moved about a bit since they announced no more GPs, announced MagicFest. Pro Tours would be at MagicFest. Fine. I was looking at the schedule, so there's quite a big gap the weekend around pre-release time. I'm sure they'll pick that weekend. But no, they've coincided pre-release with GP London, which for most of the world it doesn't matter unless it becomes a regular thing and it ends up in your backyard. And for your LGSs, it is, and other third parties, it's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically cocked up big time. They're trying to spin it as a good thing.
Of course they are.
I don't see how you could. Someone should get fired for cocking up the schedule. I don't think anyone in their right mind thought, I know, let's run a GP or a MagicFest at the same time as pre-release weekend. They haven't done that for 20 years. They know it's not good. It doesn't work.
No.
So yeah, there's that. So of course, a lot of LGSs are up in arms at the moment because we had Ultimate Masters released at GP London weekend, GP Liverpool weekend. Now we have this, and a lot of the LGS is just kicking off big time at Wizards, going, "You just screwed us over with another profitable weekend." Because it's not that we won't turn up for the pre-release, which is a guaranteed hit, especially lately. It means that the players that go to the GPs are going to be short on disposable income anyway.
Yeah.
and won't have it to spend in the shop. Yeah, I'm very annoyed because I'm going to the GP, but I'm our local store's TA, so I have to go to the GP. Me and Luke have been planning it for 6 months, something like that. It's one of the only things I look forward to. I don't look forward to many things in life, in general.
That's how tragic this announcement.
Yeah. My one magic holiday trip a year is that's what I'm focused on. And I was going to go up from Thursday till Monday. I was planning on doing. I knew it'd be Sparks, the new set. So my plan was get there Thursday evening, turn up on site Friday morning, and just practice the new set, draft, do some sort of events if I can, whatever. Just get to know the set, get a bit of an advantage. And of course, Arena will probably have it a few days earlier still as well. Yeah. But I'm prepping myself a bit. They've changed the bloody format as well. So now it's I don't know if you're aware of this, Luke. So it's obviously sealed, new set. Friday there's 2 different technically GPs. Round 1 for GPs. You can sit one in the morning and one in the afternoon.
Well, it's
and
like
same
poker,
on the
isn't
Saturday.
It? They're doing flights, aren't they? It's like a poker tournament. If you win,
Yeah, and if you 6-1 that, you make day 2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which is, looking like that's fine. I guess it makes sense to run it that way, but it's buggered my plan up.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to go all for the long weekend. The fact that I'm missing my store's pre-release to go to this, I'm a bit upset about. Really, I wouldn't really choose a GP over my LGS, but I've been forced into this situation.
Am I right in thinking though, if you went on the Friday, you could take part in the first flight. If you bomb out, you can take part in the second flight, and then you can do the same thing Saturday.
Yeah.
So what are you most annoyed about at this point? And the fact that you've got to basically pay potentially 4 entrance fees if you want to do that, or
so if you want to enter all 4 flights, it's going to cost you £280. Instead of, it used to be 60 quid, pay, and that was your entry for the GP. That was it. Yeah, if you wanted to play Magic all day that day in the GP, you could. You might have gone 2-6 or whatever, but you could play it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And a lot of people did. They were happy with that, especially with the Planeswalker multipliers. Now they're saying, you've only got one trial and that's it. Okay, you still get 7 games, I guess. So you could still go 0-7 if you wanted to. But 6-1's quite a high curve as well.
Yes.
I mean, I usually I often make day 2, but I'm usually X2, sometimes X1. That was a longer day. I guess they were usually like 9 rounds, 8 or 9 rounds. Yeah, 9 rounds sometimes. So but a lot of people book their flight as soon as GP London's announced. Everyone books their hotels at Excel straight away.
Yep.
And a lot of them non-refundable because we're Magic players and cheap.
Yep.
So for them to suddenly pull this and go, oh, actually, you've got to. Well, basically, a lot of people are like, I have to go to the GP now. I can't go to my LGS. I have to go to the GP. I'm already committed. And we'll have this with judges as well. Grant monitoring on this. Our store sort of relies. I sort of TO the event. But I sort of rely on judges to help run the event for me, mainly because I try to play at the same time. And I rely on having a judge there to actually be there during the rounds.
Yeah, I've noticed on Facebook, like, I've noticed about 3 or 4 today, judges I know, and that's like level 2s and level 3s even, have said like publicly like how they feel about it and have just stated that they're going to go to their LGS rather than go to the GP. And
I applaud that. I think a lot of judges should actually pull out and say, I'm not coming to GP London and I'm coming to my LGS. One of the
L3s, he withdrew his application, which he just got into, so he can go to his local game shop. And because he hasn't missed a pre-release, I think for about 20 years or something, and he was not going to be letting that interrupt it. And I think I'm not going to GP London. I was thinking about perhaps applying, but I'm certainly not going to now.
And so it not closed already, the application for it? Did they not wait until they waited until the judge application was closed before they announced this cock-up?
I haven't actually been checking on the dates, to be honest, but again, that's my stance on it, and I'm kind of in the middle between the Magic community and judging seriously and stuff at the moment. So for me to have that stance, obviously a lot of other high-profile judges publicly stating that on Facebook, that is quite a big deal, I feel.
Yeah, and even though a lot of them will be committed now, and they've made travel plans, they've made accommodations, especially the foreign judges that are coming over.
Yeah,
and they've made this commitment already to do this. So that's the thing; it's going to affect foreign LGSs as well, who have their local judge helping with their events. They're gone for that weekend. And also, salt into the wound, the judges aren't getting paid new War of the Spark product. They're getting old Ravnica Allegiance product. You might think, oh, it's got the same value, but it hasn't, because what they do to cover their cost is they, shift them onto Facebook and stuff at probably around £60-65 a box. But no one wants Frontier Allegiance anymore. Everyone's going to want bloody Spark. Yeah, it wouldn't be an issue if they paid their non-employees cash.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's embarrassing, that is.
So my plan was actually, since I have to sort of skip my local game source pre-release, but because I'm committed to going to the GP, is being like, right, well, fuck it, I'll go, but I'm not going to play the main event. So if a lot of people do that, they'll be like, oh, turnout at UK LGS's pre-release is down. The actual attendance for the Grand Prix is down. A lot of people there, but just playing side events, they might actually go. That's the only way I can think about it being like a bit of a screw you, still getting to have fun playing Magic that weekend. But I don't know if you can actually play. What's the set called? Is it War of the Spark or Spark of the War?
War of the Spark. Yeah.
War of the Spark. I don't actually think that there's actually going to be side events for War of the Spark there, because it still is actually pre-release weekend.
Yeah, the official
which is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't know for that definite or not, but nothing's been announced that yes, there will be side events. There's no limited Fnatic package this year either for the GP London because of these GP flights. So yeah, that was my other option to do it instead of playing the main event. I'll do the limited Fnatic package. Oh, that doesn't exist. The new limited Fanatical package is you get 2 GP trial runs for 140 quid, which is the same price as normal. But you get a Promo Lightning Bolt, pretty cool, and a set of the GP lands, which by set I guess they mean 1 of each. So 5.
Yeah.
So not much. They haven't sort of answered the quid. If you sign up for 2, but you qualify for your first one, what happens to your second?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I tell you what, they're not giving you a box of War of the Sparks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, many things wrong with this.
Indeed.
Some people have been like, oh, we'll go play on the Fridays, see if we can qualify. If we do or don't, come back on the Saturday to go to IVS pre-release, and then if you have qualified, go back on Sunday. But people seem to be neglecting that it's actually Brighton London Marathon that weekend.
Oh my god.
So good luck travelling then.
The other thing I've just kind of trying to digest with all this is the cost of one ticket is still 60 quid.
70 quid.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes, £70. I don't know if I'm annoyed or happy because during Black, what do they call it?
Friday?
Black Sunday? Black Friday? Black Friday.
Cyber weekend.
In the US, yes. Channel 5 were doing a discount on limited fanatical packages. Oh yeah, fucking hell, I almost brought that. Good thing I didn't, wasn't it? Kind of shit. Oh, actually, that might have worked out really well, actually. If I brought that, maybe that would have got me 2 entries to GP trials.
Oh, they've changed it since then, so they might have changed it to something you didn't want.
So, Black Friday sale, a lot of people went, oh, that's quite a good deal. It's like 10 quid off of a GP ticket for the main event, or it was something like that. And they go, oh, I'll buy that. I'm going to go to GP London. That saves me 10 quid straight away. It's not a bad deal. And now they're like, oh, so I have to go to this because I bought my ticket, but I can't go to my LGS pre-release. Or I can go to my LGS pre-release, or I lose 60 quid, or I go to a GP somewhere else in the world.
Did we not see this coming, though, with the pre-release being on the same weekend? Or could they have easily just switched the weekend they put the pre-release on?
I think you're missing. They've only just announced that it's this weekend. Literally yesterday. So usually we know 6 months in advance when pre-release is.
Are they not the same dates every year?
Usually. Close to.
Okay, fine.
That's how, me, you and the wives were going over it to book our summer holiday. Don't feel as confident in that date anymore, Luke.
No.
And we already got them to change it once, so shitting it a bit now.
Yes, that's what I don't understand. Was like, I thought pre-releases were one of the few things that were pretty good for everyone. Everyone kind of understood the level, understood the point. As Grant, you're alluding to, the judge community forum is really nice. Everyone's kind of on they're happy, fun things to do, and everyone's a winner. The stores get a bit of a reward for stocking it in the first place. Like, why mess with that?
I would hate for anyone to say they played Arena and then go, oh, MagicFest at London, oh, I can play a pre-release. I'd hate for any player in that situation to turn up and play in that pre-release, because they will hate Magic for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. This whole flight thing, this is a setup for people to basically gamble more. when I've been to, I've only played live poker once or twice in a casino, and basically you get like you get your if you bomb out, you buy back in at a discounted rate or whatever, and you do these different flights and things. Like it just reminds me, it just feels like gambling. Like I know Magic is kind of a little bit like that anyway, but it just feels wrong to have like to create that kind of environment.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what. Basically, let's not give you one chance at making day two. Let's give you 4 chances of making day two and charge the same price every time.
Yeah,
that's just insane.
Which is more than we ever charged you anyway. Greedy. Sorry, I'm quite angry about this. So it's not. It's for me. It's like I'm probably going to go. Most definitely going to go to the MagicFest, the first ever MagicFest. I'm going to be really up for me. I'm going to be really miserable the whole time. Over going to my pre-release. So I think actually Channel 5 and Wizards combined have managed to ruin more of the Spark pre-release for me and London GP all in one announcement. So bravo, well done. I'm clapping if you can't hear me.
I shudder to ask, what are do we know about side events? Do we know what they're going to be like?
But I'm thinking it's all going. I have a horrible thing. It's going to be Ravnica Allegiance drafts.
Yeah, I don't see what else it could be.
So in that case, I'm going to be like, right, I'm going to probably try at least 2 GP trial runs and be miserable.
It is miserable. It really is. I go to these things to play the main event. That's the main reason I go there. And I justify the whole expenditure at the fact that I'm trying my luck at the tournament. If I bomb out day 2, then it's up to me. It's on my head what kind of fun draft or thing I want to do. And usually what that means is I play the next biggest competitive thing I can on the Sunday, which tends to be bounce back RPTQ type thing. PTQ. There
are some other big things on the Sunday if you don't make day 2,
and that's great. There's no reason why they should get rid of them, and because it kind of gives you the people that like to play at the highest competitive level they can. It's nice to have that thing on offer, and that's great. But there is a massive sense of resentment there at basically sharking everyone for 70 quid a go just to try and do that. That is a crop.
It's screwed over players, it's screwed over judges, it's screwed over LGS. We haven't even touched on judges trying to run this actual competitive event where no one's had any experience with the cards at all.
Yeah, that's not what you want for the first run of those cards, is it? Like,
not at all.
It's all fun and games when we're standing there at Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica, and you're having to explain the misprint on the card where that it doesn't actually last for the rest of the game. It's just an end of turn. And you think if that's the benchmark for what you can expect at a Comp Rel event, that is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
So very upset about everything. I'm supposed to have a meeting with our local Wizard representatives in a few weeks' time. Like, they want to come visit the shop. I'm tempted just to go, actually, no. It's tough because I'm friends with one of them. But I'm thinking, I think the shop would really just go, actually, no, you've fucked us over a lot lately, but why should we communicate with you anymore? We'll see, though. We'll see. They did offer to buy me dinner, and I'm quite easily won over.
See?
That's it. Just sit there, eat the dinner in silence. And
and then read. After I've finished my steak and my large glass of wine, then I'll rage out.
It's really hard to find a good thing to say about all of this. Like, at no point am I thinking, oh, that's bad, but...
Yeah.
I think the good thing is someone will get fired. hopefully the right person, not the scapegoat, and they won't do it again.
Yeah.
They've learned and they're going, oh crap, actually, we won't do that. That's the thing, though. There's discussion about how it could have been great.
Yeah.
If it was pre-release MagicFest, it could be awesome. And it was just basically just having it like a week before the actual store pre-releases, making sure it was timely announced. Oh, that's nothing. You can't even use your buys for this event. So all the UK grinders that have been like grinding their Planeswalker points, GP London's coming up, gonna get my buys. No.
Oh wow.
So bad.
I can't think of anything even remotely positive to say about it. It's pretty sad, and as you say, it just feels like every time there's been a change, and I've heard people get on the bandwagon of moaning on having a dig at Channel 5 or saying, oh, it's all about them being a monopoly on GPs and it's not good and all the rest of it, and you kind of think, yeah, it's not that bad, but actually, the more time's gone on, the more you just see them just really trying to just squeeze every penny out of this.
I've seen it get worse and worse ever since they introduced the prize wall.
Yeah.
I have just seen it being absolutely abysmal. I remember sitting with Wizards representatives at the last week in London and saying, and they were like, oh, you know, you're having fun, blah, blah. I was like, not really. It's all about grinding for tickets, isn't it? It's not about having fun and playing Magic. It's just grinding for ticks, getting up at the end of round 3 or round 4, declaring a draw so you can just both walk off and get some prize monies in and get into the next one and grind. This is not the GPs I used to attend.
It's like going to an arcade and getting the little paper tickets to get the little rubber that looks like a robot for 30 tickets. It feels like that.
Yeah, except in this scenario, you have to have an awkward conversation with your opponent about how to maximise this result slip, so you both get a bit of that rubber.
But the prize walls are okay. It's tough for me because I buy and sell Magic singles and Magic product. I don't need stuff on the wall. It's just like
it's all anyway.
Yeah, there's some good bits, but they go quite quickly. But then it's like there'll be no War of the Sparks boosters up on the prize wall anyway.
No.
That's another big thing. There's no War of the Spark boosters. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Come to the War of the Spark pre-release at GP London, but you won't bring any War of the Spark booster packs. Imagine if you'd done that at your LGS. Oh, we're giving you Radical Legion booster packs for the prize they'll pay out. Why? It's not the set I'm playing.
No. Yeah. That's bollocks.
It's really depressing. It could have been good. It could have been close, but they knew they fucked up, and they knew it like 2 months ago. The UK stores, they're going, so when's the pre-release date? It's looking like, because like London GP's nearby. What's going on? Oh, we can't tell you. Yeah. They could have just changed the pre-release date. The thing is, the weekend before GP London is Easter bank holiday weekend. And there's been issues with that before about, you've done it on Easter weekend. You know, how are we supposed to, it's not going to be great. A lot of people away with family and stuff. That would still be better than putting it on a bloody same weekend as GP London.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's just for our store. So we're basically an hour and a half train journey from London, aren't we? London Excel. So for us, it affects us quite a bit.
Yeah.
Probably further north stores are laughing. They don't really care too much, but I still think it will affect them a bit.
Oh yeah, still definitely.
Even with just the judge situation.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a small amount of people, you're still going to get a percentage of people that you'd normally expect to see at a pre-release who are going to be wandering off to the GP because it's the only GP they're realistically ever going to attend in a year. So
yeah, it's the only one I'll attend each year. I'm not going to go to Liverpool or Manchester, not anymore. I'm not going to get the chance to go to Prague or Paris or Barcelona. This is my GP every year.
I mean, if it follows this format, I am not incentivised to go.
No, that's the thing. If it wasn't that we had free accommodation, I probably wouldn't go. I'd be like, actually, it's not looking that fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we'll give it a go. We'll make the best of it. We'll take Grant's Star Wars cube with us.
Yeah, that'd be good. That can be the new format now.
Yeah, we'll sit there at the table. Do you want to join this £70 pre-release? No, thank you. Yeah, let's not go into any more detail. I'll just cry.
Yeah.
So, Grant, what have you, to bring us out of our funk,
shitfest?
Yeah, over hashtag shitfest. What have you got for us for Modern?
So I can't remember how I came across this one, but I think it was on a list of like alternate Modern decks or Modern decks that are more on a budget. Now this one's actually not particularly budget because it's still got a lot of Eldrazi in it, but in terms of compared to normal Tron, it is quite cheap. So it's a Simic coloured deck where it uses all the Urza lands as well as like breeding pools and stuff, but then doesn't have like Khans or Ugins or all the expensive or other
all
bits.
The good bits.
Yeah, from Tron. But it runs 4 copies of 15 cost Emrakul, 3 copies of 13-1, one of each Kozilek, 3 new Olamogs and 2 of the old Olamogs.
That's good stuff.
But then the way it gets about that, and obviously why you'd want to run this in any way over the expensive proper version of Tron, is because it uses unexpected results, which was from, I think, Return to Radical or Gate Crash, if anyone remembers that card.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a Gate Crash. So it's a 2 colourless and then green and blue. You shuffle your library, reveal the top card. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost, which obviously is quite important if you hit the Emrakul that costs 15, or any of the other ones, to be honest. So it just is like, doesn't use the expensive stuff, but has a lot more cheaty, silly ways of getting into play. It also runs Omniscience in case you unexpected results into that.
Wow.
And also it runs Blast of Genius, which is from, I think that's Dragon's Maze, but it's 6 cost sorcery. Choose target creature or player, draw 3 cards and discard a card. It deals that much damage into its CMC. so you can just kill people by drawing Emrakul or whatever.
Nice.
It's weird. It's Tron, but just very ridiculous, and just doesn't play like Tron at all. It just does dirtly things until it hopefully draws something that's crazy.
But surely it's almost as expensive as Tron. I guess there's no cards. So
Yeah.
it must be.
I mean, most people have at least one copy of Emrakul. You could probably dial that down and use some of the cheaper Eldrazi, but
I guess a lot of the Eldrazi have been reprinted lately as well.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Emrakul obviously, yeah, it's 30 a card still at least, but yeah, you could dial it back and you could just use high CMC creatures that were just like uncommon Eldrazi, for instance. I've seen that a lot in like, you know, Pauper, Tron or whatever. So yeah, but no, it's interesting. I'm genuinely tempted to build it just to see how lucky I can get occasionally, because if you are lucky, I think it's really silly and actually quite good.
I really like the potential of someone to go fetch shock, play a second shock. Meanwhile, you ramp to Blast of Genius and then 15 them.
Yeah, exactly. Turn 3 Blast of Genius thing. It's crazy.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean.
Also, if the opponent turn 1 Thoughtseize, so you go fetch shock Thoughtseize, say. If you turn 1 Thoughtseize on, you see Blast of Genius in the hand. You're not going to be taking that card, are you?
No.
You're probably going to be taking the expedition map after you see the Urza land. They're like, what are you up to? And then you just kill him with Blast of Genius.
My God.
Yeah, I'm pleased with this. I like the person who made this. It also can side into Dictate of Karametra, which is everyone gets double mana, which I just love the idea of doing. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh wow. I like that it's got flash actually. That's good. So you get the first bit.
That's my Villainous Wealth deck, which is my favourite standard deck I've ever played. It ran that, and it had so much fun with that card.
Nice. All that artwork's creepy. Weird hooded lady kind of overseeing the forest.
For God of the Harvest, that is, yeah.
Yeah, she does not look very friendly.
No.
I like.
You editing that bit out yet?
No. Oh no, I like that.
You love me being back.
I do. I've missed the love that you show. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, buddy.
There is one final thing I would like to touch upon, and that is the state of Standard at the moment. I think that Standard's in a really good place, and I hope you agree. There has been a couple of SCG tournaments over the last weekend. I don't want to go into them in massive detail, but just looking down the top 8 of the Open, you have, so the Open's a two-day event, and you've got 5-6 different decks, archetypes, in that top 8, and that's just really nice to see. So you've got a couple of Azorius aggro and Mono Blue aggro are the only two decks that